Hayavadana by Girish Karnad. Girish Karnad's play Hayavadana has various cultural implications, which are relevant even today. Here's a peek into what the play is all about. A man's search for his own self among a web of complex relationships. Girish Karnad's Hayavadana was influenced by Thomas Mann's The Transposed Heads, which in turn is borrowed from one of the Sanskrit Katasarita Sagara stories. Culture defines society, and Karnad's plays are a reflection of the play Hayavadana is based on the idea that humans are imperfect and thus have a number of limitations. The play also deals with woman emancipation. Padmini gives preference to her sexual desires and gets an opportunity to remain with both the persons she loves, though fails to fulfill her desire, mind of her husband and body of her lover. The play is divided into 2 acts. Bhagavata, a stage player, enters the stage and raises some rhetorical questions on the perfection and imperfection in context to gods and humans. Puja is done. He tells an anecdote of 2 best friends, namely Devata, man of mind, and Kapila, man of the body. As the play is about to begin, an actor, Actor 1, who is supposed to perform, comes running towards Bhagavata and is quite frightened. Upon asking, he tells that while he was defecating, a horse taunted him by talking in a human voice. Bhagavata does not believe him. While they are arguing, the horse, namely Hayavadana, enters the stage, who has a head of the human and body of a horse. His look astonishes the audience. Bhagavata inquires Hayavadana about its condition, suspecting that some curse might have fallen on him. However, Hayavadana, rejecting his opinion, tells that his mother, a princess, fell in love with a horse. After 15 years the horse attained the human shape. Princess did not accept him in the human figure. Thus he cursed her and she became a horse and later on gave birth to Hayavadana. Bhagavata suggests him to visit the Kali temple, as the goddess Kali is believed to cure all such diseases. He also asks Actor 1 to accompany Hayavadana. They depart and Bhagavata begins the play. Devata is sitting on a chair. Kapila, his best friend, comes and finding him in quite a miserable condition asks about the cause. Devata requests him to leave him alone. Kapila guesses that Devata might have fallen in love again, as he had fallen 15 times before within 2 years, and thus this condition of his is not unusual. However, when Devata shows his seriousness towards his love, Kapila also becomes serious. Devata gives clues about the residence of the girl and Kapila sets out for her search. He succeeds in finding her, Padmini, at last and talks to her about Devata. Through the efforts of Kapila, Devata and Padmini get married. However, in a course of time, Padmini gets attracted towards the Kapila because of his strong body and Devata becomes aware of it. One day the 3 decide to visit some fair in Ujjain. On the way, Devata asks Kapila and Padmini to visit some temple. They resist, but Devata does not listen to them and both go away ultimately. Devata then goes to Mother Kali's temple and beheads himself, as he cannot live without his wife as well as his friend. Kapila and Padmini return and find Devata missing. Kapila sets out in his search and found him lying dead. He also beheads himself. Padmini, after waiting for long, also starts searching for them and finding them dead. She also decides to end her life, but she is stopped by goddess Kali, who in a mocking way insults both Devata and Kapila for killing themselves not in her name but for selfishness reasons. Devata kills himself in the name of Padmini and Kapila kills himself for his friend. Goddess Kali gives Padmini an opportunity to bring both of them back to life. In haste, Padmini mixes up the heads of both. As a result, Devata's head is fitted on the body of Kapila and vice versa. Goddess Kali knows the intentions of Padmini and says that humans can never give up selfishness. They all laugh, but soon a quarrel arises between the two friends over the matter: whom does Padmini belong to? Having failed to find any solution, the three go to an old sage who declares that the man having the Devadatta's head is the rightful husband of Padmini. Both Padmini and Devadatta return back happily. However, Kapila, being deeply hurt, decides to remain in the forest in solitude. Thank you.